So this is the setup for today for our lab, the capacitors lab. So we have the power supply and the digital multimeter. We will use this one. It's preferred to have the probes with alligator heads, or you can use alligator cables to connect them. We have the charge sensor and the LabQuest with the interface to the computer, LoggerPro software to analyze the data. We have banana cables. For our setup, it's approximately 2 black and 2 red. We have a variable resistor and a variable capacitor. For sure, you can use fixed elements, and you could use white breadboard instead of and also normal capacitors and resistors. But we wanted to make it easy for doing the setup for today, especially for people with no much knowledge about electric circuits, and also the software that we are going to use for our. Also, we have the manual for our lab. So hello everyone, right now we are going to do the setup for the lab, and we are going to do this setup using wires, not using white breadboard. So starting with a variable resistance, we are going to have this one to be on 1 mega ohm. So we have to do this as 0, then make this as 1. So right now it's 1 mega ohm, and we can see that from the circuit we have the voltmeter and the power supply are connected together. So we have here the voltmeter, and we will make the voltmeter on voltage. Then we will have the cables for the power supply, the positive and negative, and we will get 2 banana cables, one that give the positive terminal and for the negative terminal. So we have to connect basically the black ones, which is the ground, together for the voltmeter and for the power supply, and also we'll do the same here, voltmeter and the power supply. Okay, so right now we have the power supply is connected to these 2 banana cables. Then we have to connect these banana cables to power the resistance, but be cautious for this one. We will connect the ground to this black terminal, as you can see. Then we will use this wire as a switch, which means that we will connect this wire, this banana cable terminal, to another one. So basically, if this means it's going to disconnect the power supply and voltmeter from the circuit, or connect the power supply and voltmeter from the circuit. And we will have the negative terminal here in the negative part. We will get the sensor here, and we will connect it to the positive and negative terminal. So we have it here and here. So we connected the charge sensor to the resistance, and we will connect the charge sensor to the lab quest 2, channel 1, and from here we will connect the charge sensor to the computer, and we will open LoggerPro at this stage. We have the USB cable. I'll connect it here. So right now it's connected to the computer. So you can see the charge, and whenever we want to reset, we just press here. So right now the charge sensor is connected to the resistance of 1 mega ohm, and this is the initial setup. What we are going to add in the next stage, that we are going to add this variable capacitor here. Okay, we add this variable capacitor. So let's start.